Hey guys, let's get into this. We're gonna do this real quick because I started not to do this review. This is gonna be my review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood reunion part one. I actually, because it wasn't that much that actually went on in this part of it, I was gonna just hold off and do both parts together, but I don't even know when they're even airing the rest of this bullshit. But whatever. Let's just kind of go through it. We will say it was a bad night for fashion. So let's just start right there. Princess Love, I don't know what the fuck that dress is you got on, but I hate it. I hate it. It's cheap looking. It's giving me all rainbow tees. I really hate it. Ray J, I can't take that little medium suit. I don't care for that either. Um, Fizz, anyway, moving on. He just dressed like he's ready to go to kindergarten. Um, Shonda and Willie. Willie looks decent. Shonda, whatever. Max and Brandy. Brandy by far actually did go out and try to dress like she was going to a reunion, but we've seen this dress done 25,000 times and we've seen it done better. First of all, you're too short. You're too short for a mermaid dress, period. You're too short. And then it's not a good version. The top part's not bad, with all the stones and all the sheer illusion. That top part's not bad. And I didn't think her hair looked bad. The blonde streak with the Egyptian bangs, that didn't look bad on her because I don't think she's cute. I think she looks like a praying mantis is what she reminds me of. But her hair didn't look bad to me. Um, I don't know about with that white dress, but the bottom of the dress is awful. The bottom of the dress is done very cheaply. The feathers are not good feathers. They're really not. They're not good, of good quality. Those feathers, literally, it looks like a bath mat. It looks like one of those bath mats, and they just cut a bunch of them and made a mermaid tail. It doesn't even flow well. So it's a cheap version of a good dress that we've seen. So like I said, the dress has been done and worn time after time after time after time and better. She has a cheap version. There's really no reason that she has a cheap version because her husband has money. He looks ridiculous. He looks ridiculous. He absolutely looks ridiculous. Um, that whole little pilgrim look, I'm not down with it. And your mouth, we ain't gonna get into it. His mouth is horrible. So Jabberjaw and Brandy, I didn't need to see none of them. Really, I didn't. Most of what went on all really had to do with Moniece tonight. But anyway, I'll get to that in a minute. Nina Parker, she does a pretty good job. I have to say, I've seen her doing a couple of these reunion shows. And Nina Parker, she does a pretty good job with keeping it flowing and that kind of thing. She has different hair this time. She's like a bob. And it looks nice, but I prefer her in bigger hair because she's a bigger girl. So I prefer her in bigger hair. But she looks pretty nice. Her makeup's just a little bit dark for me. But she didn't look bad at all. She really didn't. Nikki, again, add 3 inches to Nikki's dress, and Nikki would have hit it good. It would have been good. But everything's so short and so tight and so whorish because she's a product of Mattel. She's just a plastic product of Mattel. She's one of those knockoff Barbie dolls. So you can't expect much from her. But she didn't look bad. It's just too short. Everything's got to be so fucking whorish. So whatever. Soldier Boy and Nia. Soldier Boy looks ridiculous. He didn't put he had makeup on and way too much of it. He had makeup on. They did a shitty job doing it because he has tattoos and stuff all over his face. Did nobody notice that? You couldn't see the tattoos because it was fucking covered up with concealer and makeup. That bastard had on fucking foundation. And then from his neck down, he still was dirty, looking like he needed a bath because that's what he looks like. His tats, I don't know if it's his skin color or the way his skin took it. He looks like he needs a good fucking bath and he needs to soak in Epsom salt or something with a little cap of bleach or something. He just looks like a little dirt ball. And then they put all this makeup on him, so he was looking like a wax figure. He really did. He looked like a wax figure. And that was with that fucked up makeup job. I don't know who did that. I said, girl, they need to hit you with some loose powder or something, honey, because you're looking a little shiny, honey, a little shiny. I didn't like it at all. He looked like he washed his face, but didn't wash the rest of his body. It was fucked up. Nia, Fuck her. She's just so stupid that who even pays her any attention. Rich, dollars just look like Rich. Marla, Moniece's mom, that bitch just looked like she was getting good work. She literally looked like she was getting good work. And literally on an off day, like one of them days when you work in an office and y'all are having like some type of little function and you know you're going to be running around, so you just throwing some slacks in the top. That's what Marla looked like. She didn't look bad, but she didn't look like she was going there. She just looked like she's on her way to work somewhere. Um, who else? Moniece. Moniece's dress was good. It was so dark though. It was black. I think it would have took on a whole different. I could see her dress. If her dress would have been like root beer colored, it would have been outstanding. But it was a pretty dress, very pretty dress. Looked nice on her. You know, she likes all that dark makeup, and I do like the dark makeup. I like the vamp, and that's what she looks. She looks very vampish. She looks like she could very well fit into a vampire movie. Basically, and I'm not reading. That's not a read. That's actually, she had that vamp look down. She didn't look bad at all. Still crazy as a motherfucker though, but you know, whatever. So, okay, so we start right off and we got Ray J in this medium suit, and he's starting with the bitch shit right off the door. He shaded Omarion and April because they weren't there. Ray, shut up. Just shut your fucking mouth. You're just jealous. You're jealous because Omarion has gotten on here and he actually made moves and we've seen it. The boy's on tour and he's doing something and he's making some coins. He's making a couple coins. So you're just jealous and you want somebody to look at you. We're already looking at you. You got that tight ass suit on and you look like you hurting from your waist down with that tight ass fucking suit. That suit is even squeezing his motherfucking ankles, okay? I hate it. So I just want Ray to shut the fuck up and quit it. Then we go into this whole thing with Tierra and Ray. And they're going back and forth. And Princess, they're talking about the little thing about Princess and how she did, how her and Tierra were doing each other. Fuck all that. We sat through all this bullshit. It was what it was. Tierra did do Princess wrong, but Princess was stupid to even fall into it. Ray, motherfucker, you're not innocent. You're playing both ends against the middle, and you'll dip your dick with whoever's taking it that night. So just shut up. I just want you to just shut up, man. If you're not singing some song ridiculously and whining, I just want you to shut up. Because every time you open your mouth, you look stupider than you did the last time you opened your mouth. Then we go on to this. Oh, it was funny when Tierra said that motherfucking Ray J has TMZ on speed dial, because he does. You know, good talk or bad talk. I honestly believe that he actually tips them off. This is where I'm gonna be. This, that, thing, and the other. I believe he does that to keep himself in the news, because other than that, what relevance does he have? You know, he can't even live off of that he's Brandy's brother anymore, because nobody gives a fuck about Brandy. Nobody gives a fuck about her. She was the least important thing that was on the Soul Train Music Awards. It's like, why is she here? Get her ass out of here. So anyway, moving on. They took the time out to go right in on Moniece. I'm tired of that too. I'm tired of the whole thing about she doesn't take care of her kid. Okay, it's cool. We already know that. We know that Moniece is not the best mother. How long are we going to beat this in the ground? We're going to keep beating this in the ground? Because I'm not going to be one of the people that sit around and act like Fizz is so good. Fuck you, Fizz. You punk. You're doing what you're supposed to do. And you're very bitchy. And you're very hard to watch. You get on my nerves. You talk more than every woman on this show. You kept more shit going than every woman on the show. You and Plastic Mattel Cunt kept more shit going this season than anybody. All that bullshit with Kamaya. And then Nikki, I'm so sorry. And everybody's so motherfucking apologetic. Nikki, you was nasty to Kamaya, and you're just trying to make sure that she don't kick your fucking ass while you're here. Kamaya didn't look bad either. Because I think she's a pretty girl. I prefer her in the dark hair. Her little red wavy thing, that was given very Jessica Rabbit, but she didn't look bad because she is a really pretty girl. But that whole thing with Fizz and Nikki, and they're all apologizing to her because they knew that there wasn't nothing but air and opportunity. And Nikki was trying to make sure that bitch didn't jump up and kick her fucking ass. But I was really here for it. I was literally sitting around praying for somebody to get up and kick Nikki's ass. And then when they finally did get around to talking to Nikki, she broke down in tears and hurried up and got off the stage. She don't want to talk about, see, I don't know what y'all clocked. Because the bitch is not that sad. That bitch don't want to be on stage. She don't want to talk, and she don't want to be part of the conversation for real. Because in every instance, she done did too much motherfucking talking, and the chances are somebody's going to kick her fucking ass before this reunion is over. So it's not surprising to me that she hurried up and made a motherfucking beeline to get the fuck off the stage. Okay, now pay attention, people. That bitch got the fuck out of her because she's a punk, and that bitch know that if anybody hits her, that motherfucking fix-a-flat is going to rearrange, and that bitch will probably come back up looking like Kilimanjaro. Okay, she's still trying to look like, Summer Twizzle Barbie. She ain't trying to be looking like no goddamn body from no horror movie. And if somebody grab hold to her, that bitch gonna be lumped up. Anyway, so she got her ass up out of there. But then they did attack Moniece. And Moniece ended up walking off because she got attitude. So I guess she's in anger management. Bitch is a nutball. But anyway, then they got to the whole thing. And I did like this. Rich Dollars actually, because Rich is a dog. He ain't shit. But Rich had a good look this whole season. And nobody could even deny it. I don't care what anybody says. Fuck whatever his past was. Rich was in upstanding status for me in this show. He swallowed that man bit his tongue till it probably bled. He could taste blood in his mouth all season, doing everything that people wanted him to do and all that stuff. And he did what he needed to do. And then even going into the reunion, him and Moniece then broke up. They're not together. They're really not. They're not together. And even through all that, when she left the stage, he told them, well, what we're not going to do, we're not going to attack her. We're not going to do it. He actually was, he just wasn't going to fucking stand for it. And the bullshit they were saying, she ain't got nowhere to live. Really? Really? And he let their asses know, I'm rich. And as long as I'm around, she will always have somewhere to stay. And you're lying. And then when she got up, Ray J jumped up in front of Princess because he was afraid that crazy ass Moniece was going to give Princess the old one too. But Princess, you a bad bitch, remember? You a bad bitch with a fucked up dress on. So you ain't got nothing to lose, bitch. Get rolling. Get rolling. Pretty girl, nice makeup, good hair, fucked up dress. But she was throwing digs. She's throwing digs at Ray J and their ridiculous situation. Because the fact that they're together makes you notice she's ridiculous as well. Absolutely ridiculous. But Moniece left. Then she came back. Then they decided to go in on her some more. Again, with the parent thing and all of that. Whatever. We sat and watched. She's more into the baby's life than she has been. They talked about the shit with her and Rich. Yeah, that was fucked up. What she did, and they try to say that they cut out part of the conversation. Fuck that. There shouldn't have even been a conversation. You should have been talking to punk ass bitch ass Fizz, period, and there wouldn't have been no problem. He would have been able to run and tell Mattel Barbie girl, and it wouldn't have been all this stuff. So you fucked up your relationship. Nobody's fault but your own. You fucked it up, and it's a good thing you did because now Rich is not stuck with you. So that's just fair. It is what it is, and I hope you make some money off of your singing career and all of that, and you move on and you've learned something, and you don't fuck up the next situation that you get into with the bullshit. You fucked it up. Nobody else. You fucked it up. Rich, fucker. Come on, seriously, you've been playing people, and karma is a bitch, but you should know what it looks like when it's coming back because you've issued that pain out many times over. So, you got what you got, but again, you knew you got the fuck on out. You got out. It is what it is. Y'all all talked too much, but you got out. But Rich was definitely the victim. I don't give a damn how y'all look at it. Rich was the victim here. Then Moniece, when she came back, she's like confused. She didn't know that her and Rich wasn't together. Well, okay, so now here we go. The lights is on. Bingo, bitch, you win the jackpot. Y'all not together, baby. Y'all not together, but he still got your back. He ain't gonna let them talk about you real bad in there. But y'all not together. So then we go on, and this is basically all that really went on with this whole thing. We got Willie over there and Shonda. Again, I don't even know why they didn't have to show up for the reunion because nobody really gives a fuck about what they're doing. Willie, go release some music. Get yourself together. Okay? And stop fussing about your wife swinging on a pole. Let that bitch swing on a pole so she can help bring money into the house. And you just make sure you keep your dick and your sperm on your stomach off of the goddamn internet while you pass a judgment on that stripping whore that you married. Because remember, we've seen your dick on the internet as well, and you were shooting cum, and all she's doing is spinning on a pole. The both of you ain't shit. I mean, one of y'all ain't no better shit than the other. Fuck the both of you, and y'all didn't even need to be there. And I don't know why Shonda has so much to say about Moniece. Just shut up. Just shut up, Shonda. We don't want to hear from you. Shut up. Because you got a whole her whole effect for whatever reason had a whole slutty effect going on, and it wasn't about her stripping. She just had a whole slutty look going. So whatever. She did shut up, and they were going. I don't know. I just didn't understand them going at Moniece the way they did, and that brand. And I'm not team Moniece. Trust me, I'm not. But Brandy needs to shut up. Because Brand, when she's going all this like she's the mother of the year, and you gonna tell Moniece about what she should be doing with her child, Brandy, shut up, shut up, because we ain't saying you do no hell. What we see you do, you had the baby out one day, but most times we seeing you acted a motherfucking fool, a motherfucking fool. The way you act, bitch, CYF will come and take your goddamn baby before they would take Moniece's. Moniece signed hers over. Nobody took hers. But the way you act, bitch, you running in front of cars and yelling and screaming and running down driveways and carrying on and going places in the middle of the night, yelling and screaming and acting a damn fool. Trust me, you would be the one to get a goddamn children and youth services case before she would. So I'm going to need you to shut up, you fucking praying mantis, and go on and you and Jabberjaw fade into the background with this fake ass group that you're supposed to be in that ain't nobody never motherfucking heard of. Get on, bitch. Anyway, so that was that. And this is basically all that really happened. And then there, a lot of jumping up has taken place, and now it looks like everybody wants to fight. So this is the thing. Now I feel like Marla is in a bad position because I know good and well Marla's not going to stand there and let none of these young bitches just jump on her daughter. So this is what I'm looking to see in this second part, because the last thing I seen was Marla was standing up as well. Because again, she thinks she's young anyway. So Moniece really, I don't know how this get ready to go, but I can't imagine that Marla, because that bitch is from the street too. I can't imagine she will stand there and let them jump on her daughter. So they need to really sit their asses down and cut it out. And like I said, and the people jumping up, who are you? Who are you? Who are you to be passing all this motherfucking judgment? Which one of you bitches got it going on? I'll wait. I'll wait till they hear the next part. That's it. I'm done. Thumbs up, thumbs down, y'all. Y'all know how that works. There it is. Y'all wanted to know what I thought about the reunion part one. That's what I thought about the reunion part one. We could have waited and put it all together. But I hate to keep you guys waiting when y'all want to hear what I got to say. So I've said it. These people suck. These people suck, and I'm done with it. I'll catch y'all whenever they air the rest of this shit. All right, guys. Love you guys. See you later. Bye. Okay. I forgot to talk about somebody, and this actually tells the whole story of how I actually felt about these people. I completely forgot to talk about them, their whole situation, and that's Mal's, Milan, and Mal's sister. I completely did the whole video and forgot to talk about these motherfuckers because I give less than a damn about them, their storyline, and what the fuck they're talking about. It was just ridiculous. Everything was ridiculous. Oh, and Amber. Yeah, and Amber had on a fucking old ass dress. That dress was just old. Period. That's all I can say, was old. Didn't look bad on her, but it was just old. Just like their fucking storyline. They could start kissing my ass last week, okay? That whole storyline was ridiculous. It did absolutely nothing for anyone. I hated all those PSAs that they did, and then they got on and they did the exact same thing that they had been doing all season. Crying, whining, and fucking complaining, okay? Miles is still, it's so hard, it's so hard. Honey, it ain't no harder for you than it is for anybody else. Being gay is what it is. It's not an easy lifestyle. It's not easy when people are always judging you. Okay, but you're not special. You're not special. You're raunchy. Because not only did you haven't even dealt with the things that regular people who are gay have to deal with, motherfucker. You're dealing more with the fact that you're a liar. You're a liar. Okay? You're a liar. You want to have dick and you want to play around and pretend that you like pussy. So this is more what your issue is. It ain't really about being gay and having an internal struggle, because you didn't have an internal struggle. You did not have an internal struggle, honey. You like paintus, honey, and it came through. You like it. You like men. You like men. Period. And it came through loud and clear. So what's the struggle? And then your sisters and your family, all fucking ridiculous. All of you all. I hope all of you all fade into the background. I don't never need to see any of you anymore. All of you are ridiculous. And I hate the fact that you all are even that you're being considered to be anything like me, because you're nothing like me. You are ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And Malone has been in the life for so long. Bitch, you know better. Bitch, you know better. You are just as ridiculous and fussing and complaining and whining and carrying on and then acting all bitchy. But again, it is what it is. It is what it is. I didn't see a big lot of, maturity. You still run around here acting like a ballroom child. The ballroom children do grow up. They grow up. Come on, bitch, really? Get out of here. All this shit and being on all these different places and bad mouthing back and forth. You all, this was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. It was such a fucking waste. It was such a waste. And by the end of it, the first, we were sticking up for you like, no, they shouldn't be being mean to them because they're the first gay couple and all that. Child, but then you all got on my nerves so bad that I was sick of your fucking gay ass before the goddamn heteros got sick of you. I was so fucking tired of you two homos that I was just sick of it. When you came on the screen, I was rolling my fucking eyes. Just like I sat here and did a whole goddamn review and completely forgot to even include you, the homos. Now, what's the chances of that? And it don't get too much gayer than me. I'm always standing for the gay children. Child, but you all didn't give me no reason to get up. I just kept sitting on this couch because you all were ridiculous. And as a matter of fact, you were really fucking embarrassing. Motherfuckers. Anyway, fuck them and fuck that. And now I'm done. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Now I'm done with part 1 of the reunion. All right, guys, later. And I hope them motherfuckers don't be in part 2, because I'm sick of their asses. And take that sister to fuck on with you. Bye, y'all.